grants? Are you a grant writer? Do you know how I can find a grant writer? Because I get hit with these questions so many times, I want to do a short video just for you, hoping that it helps. While I'm setting up this website, I want you to hit the share button. There are two websites I want to share with you. One is grants.com and the other is grantswatch.com. Now, I was told about grants.com. I've never used it myself, but it's a free website, and I was told about it. It said it's a great website to find grants for free, because there are services where you have to pay to use the grant services. I personally have used grantswatch.com. Yes, there's a fee associated with it, but for me, I found it very easy to find the grants that I wanted. Now, am I going to go check out grants.com? Of course, it's a free source, but keep in mind, you get what you pay for. So it may be great for you, or you may like grantswatch.com. So now, I've told you where to go and find grants, right? You're probably saying, okay, now I know where to find the grants. I see the grants. How do I get the grants? Well, here's what I can tell you from my own experience. You can, as they say, keep the meat and spit out the bone. Of course, I don't eat meat anymore, so whatever suits your fancy. But one of the things I did, because I was searching for grant writers, there's so many people who claim to be grant writers, but they don't want to write grants. I don't know. So I started using my favorite friend, Google.com. I started using my favorite friend, Google.com, and I started researching grants in the arts because I do stage plays and films and workshops. So I figured, hey, the best thing for me to do is get on Google and search grants that have already been completed. So I was actually able to find grant requests. What do I mean by that? Meaning I was actually able to find theater companies or private companies who were soliciting grants, and I could actually look at their application, see what their mission was, see why they wanted the funds, how they were going to use the funds, how they were going to measure if their presentation or if their event or whatever, their program, that's the word I'm looking for, how they were going to measure if their program was successful. Because a lot of times when getting grants, you have to show an after action report as to how you will measure the success of your program. So lo and behold, my friend, Google.com, had all of that information. Also, what I did was I sought out key personnel in my living area. A lot of times we forget we can network within our area, and found those persons, and I said, hey, you got a grant. How did you get a grant? How did you write it? Where did you get the stats as far as the breakdown for poverty ratio in our area? Where did you get the breakdown for race, age, all of that great stuff? So I started networking and finding out that you can get a lot of the information you need from the census website. Now, I don't know if it's census.gov or census.org or census.com, but that's where you do your research and go see, put in your area, and it'll tell you all those figures that most times you need for certain grants. So I was seeking out people in the area that may have had a successful grant but didn't want to write a grant, and actually I had a couple people give me copies of their grants. And from there, and from using my good friend Google.com, I was able to do my own grant application. First time I did it, I was denied. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people don't know, is most times there's a board to decide if you're going to get your grant or not. And most times there's some type of hearing. You can either attend the hearing, or you can ask for a written copy of what was said, or even an audio. Well, I attended my hearing the first time I was denied because I wanted to know, why was I denied? What did I need to improve upon? What did I need to leave out? And going to that hearing was the best thing in the world, because I learned that I needed to put in my application, they were like, hey, you have a great program, but how are you going to execute it? Oh my goodness, that's like a lot of us, right? We have great ideas, but we fail to plan on how to execute. So I learned that I needed to not only state my plan, my idea, I needed to state how I was going to execute it. Number two is I needed to have partners in the community. A lot of grantors, they want to see that you are partnered with your community to deliver the service or the event or the program that you intend to do. All right, so I had to show how I was going to partner. Number three is I had to get referral letters and sponsorship partner letters to show that this, I'm sorry, I'm watching people walk by outside my building, but to show that I really had this partnership with the entities that I listed on my grant. Number four, what helped me too by going to the meeting is how was I going to help neighboring counties? Because you see, sometimes the grantors, they want to ensure that their money is being stretched and used to the best, right, of its abilities. And so if they could give me money for my county, how can I help those in neighboring counties? Because now that money is being multiplied in its usage. So those are some of the ways that I have been able to get grants. Those are some of the ways I've been able to educate myself. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you can't find a grant writer, there's too many examples online. There are too many people in your community that you could go ask questions. They may not want to write the grant, but you can go and ask questions. I hope this has been helpful to you. Hit the share button, connect with me at sueham.com. We have a lot of classes regarding so many different things, whether it's media, marketing, Facebook, speaking engagements, event production, on my website at sueham.com. Go check some of that great stuff out. Until next time, remember to live, love, learn, and laugh. Don't quit. Follow your dreams to success. I am Solandia Hammond, aka Sue Ham Baby, with sueham.com. Get those websites.